Hey guys, welcome back to another bag review on the flop. Today, if you listen to the program, if you watched our latest episode, you'll know I talked about a particular bag in there, and today's the day we're going to do the review on it. So, Ultra Widow R. We're doing the review on the Ultra Widow R today from Ultra Cornhole, and this bag really surprised me. I ordered a set just to try them out. I've got a lot of Ultra bags, a lot of Vipers, a lot of Widows, and I was really curious about this bag in particular because I am a carpet guy. And so when I saw that they were releasing a carpet bag, I was very intrigued. This is the carpet material on there. This is the front. The front material kind of feels like that inverse material that they use. They've probably, I would say, like a 7-speed. 6-7 speed, and then the carpet material is supposed to be like a 5-speed. And one thing that I noticed about this bag that I really liked was its ability to move in humidity. I played in a tournament, and I normally throw Vikings, and my Vikings were just balling up in front of the hole. I even hit several solid hard pushes that didn't drop because the boards were so sticky. And I waited until after almost every event except for the final blind draw before trying these bags out because they were brand new. I had only washed them once and tumbled them, so I hadn't played with them. I wasn't familiar, so I didn't want to go into a game situation not knowing how the bags might respond. But after that, after I was out of doubles and before the other blind draw, I was like, you know what? Let me get them out and give them a try. They're the only thing I had in my bag that I hadn't thrown yet. That everything else was just glue. So I picked these out, and the first bag that I threw hit the board, slid right up, and dropped in the hole. And then the second one, same thing. So I was noticing that these bags were not slowing down at all. In the humid conditions. Now, obviously, like a lot of other carpet bags, they can switch sides. So the fast side, I will tell you, was sticking up, but the carpet stayed moving. If it got close to the hole, it'd sit there, and then board movement would make it fall. Whereas before, it was like my Vikings were nailed to the hole. They just weren't going to drop. So anyways, spoiler alert, I do really like this bag a lot. And so I'm going to do some down and backs with it. And then I'll do some situational shots to show you guys what the Widow R is capable of, and hopefully there's not too much noise going on because this is the only time I have to film, and apparently it's the only time anybody else has to do any kind of yard work at all. So we're going to do our best. Hopefully you guys can hear me, and then we will talk to you after this. All right, guys, let's do some down and backs. See what we can do. So one thing I want to say right out of the gate with the Widow Bees is that if you want a bag that doesn't kick, that was rough. If you want a bag that doesn't kick, this is probably a good option. These bags they love to flatten out. That's the one thing that I've noticed especially about them is that they hit the board and they just sprawl. And I will say that this is going to affect your ability to roll and cut and things like that because the bag wants to go straight. Like that one went straight off the back of the board. So, but they want to go straight. They want to go into the hole, or they want to go wherever you aim them at. But maybe some situations will happen here in a second. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But like even in the situationals, you'll notice that not the easiest cut bag. It really, like I said, maybe if the boards were super humid, and right now it's supposed to rain here soon, but I don't feel like the boards are super sticky. And if the boards were super sticky, then there's a possibility that maybe they would cut a little bit. But right now, they're not really that sticky, so they're kind of just running. So we went for it to no avail. We got to, right? So Ultra, obviously, they make a really good quality bag. Nobody would argue that. Their seams and stitching is top notch. I mean, you can't get that seam any closer to the top of the bag or it would be open. So, but it's a really nice bag to throw. It feels great in your hand. Out of the box, it felt great. Out of the plastic, took it out of the plastic, and it just felt wonderful. And so I did not put any sort of fabric softener or conditioner or anything like that on them initially, because they already felt kind of loose. And my rule of thumb is typically if the bag feels really good, new, then you could obliterate it if you go with like a softener or a conditioner. So I try not to just unnecessarily do stuff to my bags if I don't have to. So, well, that was a good one. But one thing I will say is I noticed that when I got to that tournament and I was dealing with those super humid conditions, and the front of it, the fast side, seemed to kind of gum up on me a little bit. So I did take some Sacrolax and applied it to just the front. I did not touch the carpet. The carpet was fine. I didn't feel like it needed any kind of assistance. That was my whole thing I was, raving about, was how well it moved. So it definitely didn't need to be sped up. But, man, look at that. It's just money. So these, excuse me. So definitely didn't want to do anything to the carpet side because I felt like it was just right. But I did Sacrolax the front side because they say that kind of thing can speed up, the material. I was kind of banking that it would speed up the material. I made the comment that in the video that if the Viper R is this same carpet, but the Viper B or Viper C fast side, that could be the absolute perfect bag, because then you've got a fast side that'll cut through any kind of humidity as well. And then, so if you need to do any kind of snaking through or anything like that, or if you want to do like a super hard push, like I said, this carpet moves, but it's still not going to be as effective in a very hard push situation like that Viper material would be. So definitely want to, if they come out with that, I definitely will have a set, and it will definitely stay with me everywhere I go. Oops. So, yeah, but like I said, that bag to me could be absolutely perfect. But in the meantime, till that bag comes out, I'll be carrying these with me everywhere I go, because if the boards are humid, I'm not even going to take a chance with anything else. I'm going straight to these. If I watch somebody throw a Pro Sniper and it balls up on them, nope, we're grabbing the Widow R's. We're not going to do it. We're not even going to deal with it. So, but these bags, man, they are money. They land flat and they land soft, which I appreciate. Again, it's a difficult bag to roll because it just wants to flatten out. Now, obviously, anybody can do a roll bag. It's all about the back load. So when you're throwing that back load, anything will roll. I can roll Game Changers, Vipers. It doesn't matter. I was trying to set a block right there, but to see if I could get a roll. But it's all about, well, that's too far off. But it's all about that back load. If you get the back load on there, anything will roll. But that being said, some bags are more difficult to roll than others, i.e. loose bags, These bags, it isn't that they're so loose. They're looser than some of the tighter carpet options out there. But they're not so loose and floppy that they're unruly. Okay, let's see. So we got that. Yeah, almost pushed that in. You can see that back load, but I didn't hit the shot, so it's not gonna matter. Well, you saw it try to pull up, and there is a roll in the situational, so you'll definitely be able to see it. I hate to sit here and talk about it and then y'all not be able to actually see it in action. But let's go fast side just to see what we're doing. So like I said, right now, the boards are not too sticky at all. You can see they're kind of sliding right on up. See, there we go. That's some good hole friendly action. So, and drip. So that was a good round to kind of showcase the fast side. It's obviously quicker than the carpet when the boards aren't sticky. But when they gum up, man, you guys have seen it. You've seen it a million times. When they gum up, that fast side turns to glue. Let me see if I can. Well, it's a little bit of a blocker. That helped a little. Let's see if we can do it. well, collected. So, and that was a little bit of a cut. I don't know if you guys saw that in the video, but kind of hit and cut. But I'm telling you, it's more difficult to cut and do reverse cuts, regular cuts, flops, anything that requires you to manipulate the bag. So I'm trying to see if I can set another blocker. Well, drippy, drippy, drippy. Huh. Well, I wasn't going to try to throw the block on the fourth bag. We're going to at least get a 4-bagger out of this. So let's see. Try to demonstrate. And if I can't set a blocker properly, I'll just end up trying to throw a cut bag on an empty board. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Let's see. I'm trying to throw these super high. There we go, and soft. Now that was a push. All right, I'm gonna throw a cut bag, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Like that was a terrible example because it went straight off the side of the board. But what you guys don't know is that I threw that bag completely straight, so it didn't really like kick or anything like that on that attempt. But we'll try it again. Okay, now I'm gonna try to throw a cut. See if we can cut around that. After all that, I initiate absolutely a beautiful textbook cut. And another one. So take all that back. There, that. I'm just too good, guys. That's the problem. It's like, I'm just too good at this game. So it's hard for me to not just be excellent. So, but anyways. It actually is difficult. That's a nice one. It is difficult to perform that cut. Like that had a little bit of a cut on it, and that one too. That one actually cut. All right, so take all this back. We're gonna edit this in post because I feel like I'm talking like an idiot now because everything I've said, it's like, oh yeah. But that seems to be the nature of the game, when you're trying to demonstrate something you're talking about, and then all of a sudden you cannot possibly, for the life of you, do it. So. I'm gonna try. Well, I was gonna try and drag that, but there we go. That's a little bit of drip on the carpet side. Really fun bag to throw. I mean, it really is. Like I said, I used to throw Vipers pretty much exclusively, and then I decided that I wanted to play a little more strategic, dirty game, and so I moved over to the Vikings, and so I haven't really thrown any Ultra bags since I really never threw any of the latest release. I always threw the series Vipers. Always threw the series Vipers, and then I threw Gen 1 Widows, which I really liked. Anyway, that's the down and backs the Widow R's. I really like these bags a lot, so let's go on and check out the wrap up. Thanks. Okay, in conclusion, the Ultra Cornhole Widow R is a great bag. It's definitely a great bag to have in your arsenal, a great tool, especially if you're in the South like I am. Like, I don't know if you can tell right now, but I'm actually starting to literally melt. So when you're down south and then it gets late in the evening, everybody in the South knows, and I believe we're not the only people in the world who have humid conditions. I know up north there are a lot of humid conditions as well. But down here, when it starts to get dark at night, you can start to see a sheen of humidity on the board. This is a great option for you. This really cuts through. I don't know what this material is made of, but it does. It does a great job of cutting through that humidity. I'm telling you, the Viking has one of the more humid friendly weaves. The carpet on a Viking, typically most humid conditions until it gets severely humid, those suckers will just keep moving. That carpet just doesn't seem to slow down. The other day, I'm telling you, I reached a tipping point where my Vikings were just useless. I was just throwing blocks, literal blocks onto the board. Like, that's all it was. It was just laundry because nothing was going to go in the hole. And these did. They fell right in. So definitely a good tool for humid conditions to have with you. And I definitely look forward to the Viper R, which I hope is exactly what I'm thinking it's going to be, because I think it's going to be an absolutely perfect bag. But in the meantime, this is going to be in Mazuka, and it's going to go with me everywhere I go. And again, if conditions are humid, this is the first thing I'm grabbing. So I'm just going to tell a partner, if I, hey, we're just going to throw these because I know they're going to move and they're going to do better than any kind of traditional 7-speed, the slow side of a fast bag, because that can be the issue sometimes. Is sure, a fast bag will cut through the humidity on the fast side, but if you're not accustomed to that, and that fast side material will absolutely stay speedy. It will stay speedy. There's no slowing down the fast side Viper material. That 9 speed just cuts through anything. So if you're not used to throwing the fast side of a bag or do it frequently enough and have the accuracy, if you're like me, when I flip that bag over, I instantly go into like damage control mode. I'm so afraid that I'm about to just launch that bag off the back. So you definitely want to have something controllable that's still going to move for you in humid conditions. And for me, this bag actually absolutely is great for that. So I'm going to carry them with me. These sold, I think they just had a release this past Sunday for the red set, which I probably would have wanted the red, but I got the blue, and that's okay. I like them anyway. But I think they sold for $85. It was $85, I believe, for the Widow, and I think it was $95 for the Viper C. But anyway, they may still have some on their site as of recording this video. Again, it was just last night when they released them, so they could still have some there. Run out and get some of these. If you have any board conditions in your area that are gummy or stick up or whatever, you're close to water. Sometimes at night when you're close to water, you get all that dew and stuff on your boards. Try these out. Give them a try. It doesn't hurt to see, especially if you like that carpet feel, because it is a little fuller and it definitely has a carpet feel to it. But also don't let that carpet feel scare you off, because it is a really good hand feel bag. And I believe that it's something that anyone could throw well. So anyway, that's my review for the Ultra Cornhole Widow R. Try them, check them out. Let me know, leave a comment, like the video. Let me know what you think about them. I would really love to know. So that's it for the review, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.